Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show you just a very simple breakfast muesli or granola. You can't get any more simpler than this, but it's extremely tasty. Obviously the version I'm going to do is gluten-free because I can't eat wheat. But this is a cereal that it's just a healthy cereal. I mean, everybody loves Cocoa Pops and Rice Krispies and all those kinds of things, but they are full of palm oils and sugars and additives and stuff like that. Now, if you're a fan of muesli or you want to eat a little bit healthier, this is just a great cereal for you. You can make it as sweet and tasty as you want. I don't like mine too sweet, so I haven't added too much, but I'll show you exactly what I've got. I've got a big bowl here, and in this is gluten-free porridge oats. Now you can use any oats that you want to do. Obviously use the cheapest ones that you possibly can. Gluten-free oats are quite expensive and there's about half a packet. Again, I'm only doing cereals for one, so if you're doing it for 2 or 4, just double it and just make the recipe exactly how you want it to be. So that's the gluten-free oats or the porridge oats. The other things are, I've got some flaked almonds in this little bowl here. I've got some flax seeds. Now I've got the golden flax seeds and I've also got the ground flax seeds. There's no difference. I love my flax seeds and they're really good for you anyway. In this bowl here, there's not a lot, but I've got some chopped nuts. There's peanuts, walnuts, almonds, and I think that's it. And in this little bowl here, I've got some chopped cashew nuts. Now I've chopped them quite fine because I don't want to break my teeth and you do have to cook this. So I've chopped them quite fine, but you don't have to. You can put them in whole if you want to. And then I've got some pumpkin seeds here. And again, I haven't got too many, but these are really good for you. So those are the dry ingredients. And now the wet ingredients, I've got some coconut oil in here. I've not heated it. It's just been a very hot day and it's gone very runny. I'd never put it in the microwave because apparently it takes all the goodness away from it. So here. And then this one here is organic honey. Now you don't have to use anything organic, just use the cheapest honey that you could possibly get. I just happen to have organic honey in and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now that's the only sweet things of this recipe. There is no added sugar, no salts or anything. There's no additives or anything. Now this recipe calls for wheat germ. You don't have to put wheat germ in it if you don't want to. I can't because I'm gluten free. If you've got it in your cupboard, add a couple of tablespoons or whatever you want to do. It tastes just as good without the wheat germ if you're gluten free. The other thing that you can put in is shredded coconut or desiccated coconut. I'm not too keen on that. I just find it a bit chewy and I think there's enough with the coconut oil. Also, if you haven't got any coconut oil, you can use olive oil or any other kind of oil that you want to use. I just happen to have, and I happen to use coconut oil. The other things that you can add at the end are things like raisins, cranberries, dried apricots, anything that you want to do, but obviously add that at the end when you've toasted it. So all you're going to do now is just add all your dry ingredients into your gluten-free or into your porridge oats. Again, I'm gluten-free, so you'll have to forgive me because I keep saying gluten-free. So there's the cashew nuts, there's the chopped nuts, and then the next thing that you've got to do, give it a good stir. And then the next thing that you've got to do is just add your honey and add your coconut. So I'll add that and then we give it a really good stir and then I'll tell you what to do. So I've added my honey and I've added my coconut oil and I've given it all a really good stir. I've made sure that all the nuts, all the flakes and everything was fully coated in the sticky gooiness. And I've emptied it out on an oven-proof plate. This is a Pyrex plate. This is now going to go in the oven on very low. I normally bake it for about 1/4 hour on gas mark 2. Halfway through, I kind of stir it and turn it a little bit. This isn't to really cook it, it's not to burn it or brown it, it's just to make sure that, you know, that the honey and the oil is coating everything and just gives it that little bit of a crunch. So if it starts to go brown, then take it out or lower it or turn it or do something. So this is going to go in the oven on gas mark 2 for 1/4 hour. So I will show you what it looks like when it's cooked. So this is what it looks like at the end. It's been in the oven for about 1/4 of an hour on gas mark 2. I gave it a good stir halfway through. And I've now taken it out and I'm going to leave this to cool. Now at this point, if you wanted to add any raisins or dried apricot, bananas or anything, dried bananas, craisins, whatever you want, add it now while it's slightly warm. Obviously leave it to go cold and then put it in an airtight container, like a Tupperware or something like that. I'm going to have a bit now. That's how I like mine, with a fresh banana on top. But this is also great if you've got some natural yogurt. Put a heaped tablespoon or something on the yogurt and take it to work in a Tupperware thing. You can do anything with you know, you can do lots of things with this. I like cereal for my supper. This is going to be for my supper because it's now 9:30 at night and I'm peckish. And while this was cooking, it was smelling absolutely gorgeous. So I hope somebody tries it, and if they do, then please let me know whether they really liked it, whether the family liked it, or whether they really hated it. Either way, it's one of those recipes that is so easy. It was done in 1/4 of an hour. I know exactly what has gone into this. There's no additives, there's no there's no salts or palm oil or sugars or anything like that. So if you're on a bit of a diet, if you're watching your waistline a little bit, this is a great breakfast to have. And as I said, have it at lunchtime or have it for your supper. So it's super, super nice. I'm sure everybody who tries this will really like it. So that's all for now. That's the end. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please let me know. Press that big red button, leave me a comment, share, subscribe, and enjoy.